This month on the farm, apples are back in season and will be back in our Moonshine lineup, along with the rye that we harvested last month. We have more product rolling out than we've had yet. Today, we're also finalizing a tractor purchase and getting in some summer field work. Welcome back to the farm. You can find a link to this series in the description or in the comments below, and of course, check out the channel page for other farming series you might like. Well, it's July here on the farm, and I was just getting ready to head out the field and start mowing the northern section of grass in the field. I got the tractor all fired up, and I was just going out there, and I remembered it is July, of course, so it's apple season. We have apples here appearing at the orchard, ready to go into our production, and our windrower here is kind of in the way. So yeah, let's move that out of the way so that more apples can spawn there at the orchard. So we're going to park the mower here. Yeah, we're going to head up there and mow. There's other things we're going to do this month as well. I did take out a loan. I negotiated a deal for that tractor. I'll show you that down there later. That blue tractor that I spotted down at a sale point. Yeah, I'll go over that in a second. I took out a loan so that we can cover the cost of that tractor, and that's a whole thing. So the money we have, well, trust me, we won't have it for too long. That money will be gone here shortly. But we're going to make it back because we have our production's going really good, on top of the fact that now we have apples that we can take up there. So we've been making the strawberry moonshine at our distillery. Now that it's July, apple season is here again. We can continue running apple, our apple line of moonshine. And also thanks to our rye harvest last month, we have, moonshine from grain running as well. So this month it's 3 different kinds that we're producing. So finally, yeah, we're making some good money that we can start putting into bigger equipment. So, and I'll show you the deal with that tractor. But yeah, it's that blue New Holland tractor down there. I cut us a decent deal for that. However, it doesn't run right now. So, I mean, that's kind of part of the, getting the good deal on the tractor. But we're going to have to take it to the shop. So we're going to do that here in a few. So I just wanted to give you guys the rundown of where we're at right now on the farm here in July. Definitely lots of things to do right now. Let's park this windrower over here. Yeah, so we got apples spawning over there. We're going to want to run those up to the still so we can get apple moonshine in production, because it's not been... Yeah, that's true. We might want to get on that kind of soon, because right now, yeah, there's no apples up there. Apples have not been in production at the still for a while. Yeah, I was just going to get out here and start mowing the grass. But as it is, yeah, this can actually wait, because, let's just park this here. Kind of loud anyway. See, as it is, we've got plenty of grass and hay being stored here, which we're not going to be using. So the grass up's going to mow up there. We're going to turn that into hay, and I'm just going to sell it because we can use the money. And obviously, we already have grass and hay here at the farm. So let's head up to the still, and we're going to swing by and check out that tractor first. And what I'll do is, yeah, here's what we're going to do. So it's not running, so I'm buying it anyway on, I'm pretty sure the mechanic can get it running. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the truck. We're going to swing by and grab that tractor. Well, we're going to swing by with, drop our trailer off. He's going to get it loaded onto our trailer for us. And then we're going to go up to the still. Now, some things we want to take up to the still. First of all, we do have some strawberry jam. This can go up there. So we can take this strawberry jam up to the still. Get this producing. All right, if you missed any, yeah, I should probably say there's a lot of complicated stuff going on this month. If you missed any previous episodes of this series and wonder what the heck we're doing here, well, there's a link to the playlist in the description below. Probably one in the comments as well. So, yeah, because now that our still is kind of in full swing, there's a lot of things going on. And, yeah, I showed the tractor that we're buying. I showed it briefly last episode. Obviously, we'll see it today because we're going to go kind of pick it up. Now, we're going to run these apples up there, and we're going to have some moonshine to sell. We're going to be selling a lot more because now, of course, we have it's being made from the strawberry jam and also from the grain, and also now it will be from the apples as well. So So we're basically going to have like 3 times as much moonshine to sell. Yeah, our profits are going way, way up, which is exactly what I was hoping for this winter, or sorry, this summer and this fall. You know, as more products, as our farm is producing more products, more things can go into the moonshine. We can produce more, sell more, and yeah, so our distillery, Shady Country Distillery, is becoming, hopefully, we're on the way to becoming as profitable as I was wanting to see it become. All right, so we're going to take this trailer and drop it off at the tractor. Let's get this folded up. There we go. Yeah, so I spotted this tractor. It's down over here at a kind of an old used equipment sale point. So the guy down here with this tractor, he said he had been using it, but then it broke down some time ago, and so he just kind of left it parked here. I made him an offer of $125,000, and he agreed. Of course, like I said, you know, it's currently not running, but I'm confident that the mechanic can fix it. Let's see here. Aren't I off the road enough? There we go. No, come on, I'm off the road. Well, I was going to back the trailer in here, but this trailer, actually, to be fair, this trailer is about impossible to back up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to swing this around. Like so. And we're going to leave the trailer here so he can get this loaded while we run up to the still. Oh, just barely enough room. All right, well, we'll get the trailer backed in there. So he's going to get that tractor loaded up for us. Let's head up to our distillery, up to our still in the forest, and we're going to have some moonshine to sell. And, of course, we got some apples and strawberry jam to drop off there. Later on, of course, we'll be doing some farming. We got grass to cut, and there's likely some field work to do as well. For now, let's get up here. Now, we were able to make some money because, if you recall, last month we harvested that rye. Well, we still have the rye. In fact, the rye is what is currently being used in our still here to produce moonshine, but the straw from the rye, sorry, that tree was in my way there. The straw from the rye, I baled all of that and sold that. It didn't make, there was not a whole lot of straw. It looked like a lot on the field, but that's because, here, I'll shut this down, and it's kind of a loud truck. It looked like there was a lot of straw in the field if you were here last episode. That's because the harvester has a pretty narrow work width, and it left a lot of windrows of straw, but it didn't amount to a whole lot. It was about, I think, 11 bales, which I sold, and that was just enough to provide some sugar for the still here and for our jam production down at the farm. Unfortunately, all the straw that we sold pretty much just paid for restocking this with sugar. So, actually, if we wait here a second, there's almost one more. Yeah, it looks like there's almost another case produced. So I'll go ahead and get the car warmed up. Let's close that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get the car warmed up and get this moonshine strapped in here. And that another case should be ready for us to take down to the sell point. There we go. All right, whoops. Let's pop this open. And so we got 4 cases in here. And it should be, yep, it's ready right now. Yeah, that was good timing. All right, so as it is right now, we're producing, let's see, this right here, this is from strawberry and grain. So like 2 of these are from strawberry and a couple are from the grain. However, I just put apples in, so now we'll be producing strawberry moonshine, the apple moonshine, and rye as well. So now, so what I'm saying is, normally this was producing about 1 case a day. Now it's producing about 2, and hopefully about 3, give or take, with the apples now being added to the production line. Strap that in, and yeah, let's make sure here. Let's make sure that the apples. Let's see how that's going. Let's just open this up here. Okay, apple moonshine. Yes, it is producing. All right. Yep, it's already in the process. So we got apples, rye, and strawberry jam. Everything else here is pretty fine. Yeast, butane, sugar, water. Everything else here is fine. So let's close that up. Let's get this down to the sell point soon. It probably won't be too incredibly long before we're taking about this much moonshine every day to the sell point. That'll be great. Kind of widen our distribution a bit, bring in some more money. All right, here we are at our sell point for the moonshine. We'll just back in here. It'll take it automatically out of our trailer. As we back up to the sell point. $5,600. All right, well, it's a start. We'll have a lot more coming here soon. The profits have gone up, and they're going to continue to go up, up, up. This is, yeah, it's going to be a very profitable year. Let's get this back to the, back up to the still, and we can get back, back down to our farm and get back to work. All right, well, we're back up here. Everything's running well. I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of, actually, let's just see here. Let's get an idea. Let's open this back up. All right, so now we have 3 kinds of the production running here for the moonshine. From the jam, that's 240 cycles per month, 192, 96. Okay, so roughly overall, a little more than 3 times what we were producing when it was just the jam, really, or twice as much. But I mean, a little more than twice as much on top of that, so kind of basically like 3 times what we were producing. But we're going to be adding more products to this because I want to make, well, we got corn as well. And once our corn is ready to harvest, yeah, later this year we'll be adding corn to the production line for sure, along with maybe some other types as well. We might add another still on top of that. We might, yeah, we might build another one of these. Needless to say, we're going to have a great business running. So let's get down there, and we need to... the tractor's probably loaded up on the trailer by now. So we're going to get down there. We're going to pick that up, pay for it, of course, and haul it to the shop and at least get that. And hopefully they can get it running for us, I'm sure. I'm confident they can. That's why, you know, we're buying this tractor. Slowly getting some equipment here and there so that, well, I'm looking at some bigger farmland for us. Lord knows there's plenty of farmland around here to be had. For now, we're getting the equipment. Looking into some much larger expansion. So let's get back down to that, where that tractor's at, down at that building supply. All right, I believe where we're going is up here on the left. Yeah, this is over here, I think. I've only been here a couple times. Yep, he's got the tractor loaded. Well, let's get this hooked up and pay the man, and we'll get this hauled to the shop. Wow, that is not a small tractor. Well, let's see here. Let's get this hooked up. Yeah, it looks good. It's on there. Let's get this strapped down. There we go. Oh, let's get the ramps up as well. Yep. All right. Let me go in here and pay the man the agreed sum. All right, $125,000. That's actually, it's a pretty good price for a used tractor like this. Of course, there's the fact it doesn't run, but that kind of figures into it. So we're going to take this to the shop. We're going to take this to the same shop that we get our tractor serviced at, which we're going to have to be visiting again because our tractor is in need of another regular service. All right, do I know how to get there from here? I think so. I think we're going to want to go this way, past our farm. Okay, let's see. How difficult is this going to be to tow? We're going to want to be careful, you know. Is there a beacon I can turn on? No, there's not. Yeah, there is actually. There we go. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to take this nice and carefully. I want to take the turns carefully because it's not exactly, I mean, it's a low loader, but the tractor is not sitting that low. You know, it's sitting higher than the truck center of gravity, you know, is what I mean. We could tip this over if we turn too sharp, too fast, so let's get this carefully. And I think we should be able to, well, there's no traffic here, so you see. Now, this is the back road that goes to our farm. In fact, there's our field right there. And we can take this up to the mechanic. Alright, well, we made it here with no real problems. I kind of had to take the long way to get here, but we are here at the shop. I already, don't worry, yeah, he's sitting out there waiting for us. Yeah, I told him we were coming. I told him that we were coming. He knows we were coming. So we're going to get this unloaded here. Yeah, this is going to be, well, this is going to be so awesome. I can't wait. I don't even know what to say. This is going to be great for the farm. And let's get our ramps down. Get that unstrapped. And we're going to get this rolled off and leave this here. Yeah, I mean, we don't even have field space yet for this, but we will, and when we do, well, this will be fixed up and running, and it's going to be really great. All right, well, that we're leaving that there at the shop. Yeah, let's get a good look at that. We'll see that again here soon. Hopefully he'll get that fixed up and running for us. It'll be fine. For now, let's get back to the farm. It is July, and there's plenty of things to do. Well, I'd like to... yeah, so I was going to mow grass. Mow grass so we can turn it into hay and sell that. And, I mean, yeah, that's, aside from the moonshine, that's going to be a primary source of income this month. This is where, yeah, this is where our farm is. I don't usually come down the road this direction. I was making sure that this is our turnoff. Yeah. So we're going to park this trailer. We had this parked back here by the harvester. We're just going to put this back over here where we were. I had to move some stuff out of the way. That air cart is kind of, yeah, you know, let's pull this off over here. The air cart got moved. So let's just park this over here. I'll come rearrange these things later. So yeah, we've already got this. That tractor's going to put good use to this. We still need, of course, a planter to go with this. And, well, the whole setup also, we need field. We're looking for big lands. And, yeah, so we're officially in the market for some big fields. We'll see how that goes. Sorry about that loud noise right there if you heard that. Yeah, our water pump, it's not quiet. Right, so our apple orchard is appling. Yeah, no apples yet. There will be. Later this month, we'll have more apples. This is going to produce apples pretty good. Only produces apples from July. Yeah, July through September. So 3 months, we'll get a good supply of apples out of here. For now, let's get out here, and we're going to get some mowing done on the north field. Well, the north section of grass. There's 2 sections of grass out here in our field. So we're going to go up past the corn, up to the north section up here, and see how this is looking. The grass should be ready to cut. Yeah, here's our grass field right here. Yep, the grass is definitely ready to cut. Oh, that's right. We planted soybeans up there. We'll check on those and see how see how our soybeans are doing. For now, let's get this. So this, we're going to turn this into hay. Yeah, this is we're gonna mow this and come through with the tedder and ted it, bale it, and hopefully we'll get some decent amount of hay out of this. I figure hay because we don't need grass or hay, and hay is gonna come with a higher profit point, so we'll just bale it up into hay and sell it that way. We've got these grass fields here to provide grass for our compost, and we have plenty. We got plenty of grass in the composter. So, in fact, we've got plenty, and then we've also got plenty piled up in storage as well. Let's be careful with this turn so I don't whack into our soybeans with it. Let's see how our soybeans are doing. Yeah, they look good. Soybeans look good. We'll be harvesting these here, well, here in a few months. We just planted them a month or 2 ago. Yeah. Whoops, I need to turn the mower back on if we're gonna, mow. This will be a pretty quick job here. This section of grass is not, I don't think this is as big as the other grass field down there that we did. I think I did it last month, but I think before last month's episode I mowed that because don't know, so much. There's always so much going on every month. I can't remember the exact month I did it. Even if it was last month, and last month's episode, the last episode, doesn't mean I can remember doing it, because there's a lot of work that goes on in between the episodes. Every month there's a lot of things happening. I don't always remember exactly, even if I did something the previous month. It's like, that may have been a few days ago. It's like, did I do that? I don't remember. So, but I think we cut that field down there last month, maybe. Yeah, this mower makes pretty quick work of the field. Now, usually I always drive the mower with the other tractor, of course. Sometimes it's fun to get out here with this tractor, especially on a nice day. We don't need the stuffy cabin of the other tractor on a beautiful day like this. Also, our other tractor, our bigger John Deere, it does need some maintenance. We need to get it down there to the shop and get its regular maintenance on it, because it's getting down there. So I figure we'll use this tractor. We're just working with grass today, so. But this is going pretty quick. We'll come out here next with the tedder, get all the grass flipped around, and then windrow it, bale it. This will be a pretty quick job, and this should put out some decent hay bales for us. Now, we don't have a bale trailer, and I was thinking about that as I was collecting the straw from our rye field that we harvested last month, but there was only about 10 or 11 bales off it, like I said earlier, and we're not going to have that many here either. So what we'll be doing is just using our red flatbed trailer, and they're just using the front loader on the John Deere. It's easy enough to load a few bales. You can easily fit, I found, 6 bales on that red trailer that we've got. So for now, that'll get us our bales down to the sell point. All right, that is the mowing done out here. We'll go grab the tedder and the windrower and the baler. Yeah, first we'll get that equipment out here. Now, let's see. How do we get back to the... There we go. Yeah, there were a lot more trees out here. I came out here and cut a couple of the trees down and made this path so we could get out to the northern section of the field. Now, we were parking this over by the apple orchard, but now that it's producing apples, I don't want to park this where the apples are coming out at, so let's park this down here by the... we got a couple of water trailers down here, which we will be needing to use fairly soon. We're going to have to be running some water to the still, because as we're producing, more kinds of moonshine, yeah, it's going to be using more water. All right, the tedder, where did I park that? Yeah, I think it's probably up here with the Discaro. Yeah, it is. All right, now we're just going to go over the field with our tedder here and turn our grass into hay. There we go. Why won't the tractor... I thought I put it on cruise control. I guess not. There we go. Now we're going. Now the only issue is going to come up when we're baling this. I kind of just remembered, see, I was baling straw earlier. It was, last month. I was baling straw after the harvest. And our baler currently has most of a straw bale in it. So I'm going to have to figure out... Actually, yeah, I think I've gotten an idea for that. Well, yeah, the baler's got most of a straw bale in it. And I'd like to finish off that bale before we start baling hay, obviously. I think I know what I can do, and we'll get to that here in a minute. Once we get this this done here, yeah, I think I know what I can do with that to get that straw out of the baler, because I don't want to... Yeah, we don't want to have straw in the baler while we're picking up hay, right? But this here is going pretty quick. Yeah, it's a nice day to make some hay. I mean, isn't that what they say, right? Make hay while the sun shines. Well, that is literally what we're doing today. I'm pretty sure I've used that joke before. It's kind of tired, I know, but that's what we're doing. And if we need some extra money this summer, which it's never a bad idea to make some extra money, I have looked around. There is contract work that can be done here. There are farmers locally here looking to have some work done, who are willing to pay to have some work done on their farms. I looked earlier this month. We can have a look here. There are harvesting contracts as well as baling contracts, and I think also fertilizing contracts. The harvesting contracts look to pay pretty decently. There was one farmer offering, I think, $16,000 to harvest his field. However, it's a pretty big field, much bigger than this whole entire field here. It's a 9 and something hectare field, I think. And our equipment is kind of, our harvester, I think, is a bit small for that job. It would take kind of all day to harvest that field for him. But I think there's some other jobs that I might be able to take on with our equipment. It's something that we can look into. You can have a look here. You can see here the contracts. So we got, a decent amount of baling contracts. Here's some harvesting contracts. Well, there's a big harvesting contract. That's even a bigger field. We could rent this equipment, but that costs over $2,000 to rent that equipment. I always prefer to use our own equipment. But yeah, that's an option to make extra money this summer, of course. Those are always lucrative, as we've seen on previous farms that we've done, And I think, this is the last run with the tedder right here. So we'll just get this down here. And what was it I was going to check? Something to do with, the baler. I think I know how we can get the straw out of the baler. I've got an idea for that. Yeah, let's check into that as soon as we finish this row here. I'm going to check into that, and then we'll get the windrower out here, get this all rowed up, and we can get it baled. We might even be able to get it all loaded up and sold in today's episode, I think. We might be able to. We'll see. Depends how many bales it makes. Alright, so let's go have a look at this baler. I think we got some extra straw that we can get in the baler to kick that bale out, is what we're going to have to do. I'll have a look at that. I think there's some grass up here. Yeah, I'll run this over. There's a little bit of grass here that I missed. Just toss that around a little bit there. Alright, let's get this back to the farmyard and see if I can find where I parked our straw. I made sure our chickens got straw too. Our chickens have extra straw. After I baled it up, I ran some out to them. Now, where did I park that? I think I left the bales on the... No, I didn't leave the bales in the trailer. Oh, you know what? I know where I left the bales. Yeah, here. I was going to hop off the tractor and go check because it's right over there, but let's park this tedder back first. Let's get this parked back over here where we had it. Yeah, I parked the straw bales over here. You know what? Let's just pull this in here. Shut that down because I think we're going to need the other tractor. Now, one of these should just be a partial bale. Yeah, that's the thing. It is a partial bale, and there's actually not enough there. There's not enough there to finish off the bale that we have started here, unfortunately. Yeah, there's not. So we're going to have to find... Well, because this is like 80% of a bale here. Alright, so what we're going to have to do with the straw, because we want to get it out of the baler... Let's grab our tractor here. Okay, we're going to want the different forks for the front of it here. Let's drop this. Let's just drop our pallet forks off here. We're going to need our hay fork. Where's that at? Over... Yeah, this is it here. Right here. Alright, and we're going to grab this bale. We're going to have to grab a full bale. Now, we can put we're going to put... See, there's a partial bale beside it, but it's not enough to finish the bale in the baler. So, let's see. How much do the chickens have? Let's give them what we can out of this bale. I want to use as much of this bale as I can, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut the bale open and then pick it up with the baler to finish off the bale that's... yeah, you'll see. And so first, I want to get as much straw out of this as we can so that we leave as little lying around as possible. Now, they didn't want to take that straw. Let's see if I park it there. Will they take the straw? Yeah, that's all they needed, I guess. Yeah, that's all they need to see. They're full on the straw. They could use some more food. Well, I'll get them food. We got a whole silo full of food. All right, so that's as much as they could take. I'm just trying to get as much out of this as possible. Now, something I just noticed, their eggs. Yeah, I almost bumped into these eggs. Their eggs, we need to take this over, and we're going to be storing these because we're going to be using these to make bread, hopefully in the not too far future. Yeah, I told you there's more production here that's going to be coming here. There's definitely a lot more production coming here. I didn't spend all our money. Oh, I mean, what I mean is I didn't take out a loan to buy a big tractor for no reason. It's because there's a lot more production that's going to be happening here. We will be making bread. But first of all, yeah, so that's what we'll be storing these eggs for. I'll run these eggs to our storage here in a minute. Don't let me forget about those. Right, so straw. We're gonna kick off as much of this straw as we can into the composter. I want to get as much chipped off this bale as I can before I go cutting it open and spilling straw everywhere, you see. So we're going to take this over here to the composter. It should take a decent amount of it for us. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that uses straw around here, and I kind of don't think there is. Here, let's push this up a little bit. Push this up to the... Whoops. Depth perception problem there. There we go. And is that taking the straw? It should be. Alright, I gave it a minute, so it should have taken what it could from there. Yeah, we still got a little over half a bale here, but that's better than a whole bale. Yeah, so the composter is full on straw. That is all the straw that we can get rid of because none of these other... our garden doesn't take straw. No, neither do our greenhouses. Nothing else takes straw, so that's okay. We managed to cut down the amount of straw here. So what we'll do is we'll just cut this bale open. You know, there's only half a bale now. It was all about minimizing the amount of mess that this is going to make in the farmyard over here. So we're just going to put this here. And we're going to cut this open. And we only need about 1,200 liters or so, I think, to finish the bale that's currently in the baler. So let's just get a couple of scoops of this. And we'll just put it over here so that we can pick it up with the baler. Like so. Like that. And we'll just grab a little bit more here. And we'll just kind of get this laid out so that... let's go ahead and grab a little bit more. I think the baler needs... We'll just grab two scoops of it here. And we'll just get this set out. I'm trying to set it in kind of like a windrow fashion here. Make it easier to pick up. Alright, that's good. And takes kind of a light touch to do that. And I think we got it pretty good. And hopefully this will finish up this bale. And then the whole idea is then now we can kick out a full bale of straw so that we won't have straw in here while we're trying to make hay bales, you know. Yeah, it looks like this needs about, it might be about the amount that we set out there. Let's see here. I might have gotten it pretty close. But if you're ever in a situation like this, that is one good way to, you know, deal with this. If you want to get out what's in the baler, you know. There we go. Alright, now we can just scoop this up. kind of got my front tires off the ground a bit. There we go. I got most of it. I'll come back and clean that up a little bit later. Let's dump this back here. Now we just have a small, you know, insignificant pile of straw here. No big deal. And now let's see. Oh, there's some apples there at our orchard. Let's drop this baler off here. We're going to take it out to the field, but first let's get the windrower out there. And yeah, we're going to need to windrow up our hay so that we can bale it. Yeah, that is a nice day out here. I'm just looking around. Everything looks, farmyard's a little messy, but it looks really nice out here. I like to admire the scenery while I work. I mean, that's kind of one of the best parts of working outside, right? All right, now there's not a whole lot of room to work here, so the best way to do this, I think, is, you know what? Just drop it down here and just kind of, yeah, get some nice windrows going in a nice curve that we can follow with easily with the baler, you know. There we go. Yeah, and we'll make quick work of this with the windrower here. Well, I wanted to get all this done, and I was hoping to get these bales loaded up and down at the sale point in today's for today's episode. I don't think that's going to happen. Nah, because we still got to this is a pretty quick job here, really. But, you know, now next we got to come through with the baler. And then, because we don't have a bale loader, I got to load these bales by hand, you know. Let's get down here for a row. Yeah, so, well, I will get this done. I'll get this done, and this will be a few bales. It'll be a few bales, a few $1,000s. Really, the bulk of our income is going to be coming from the moonshine. And as you can see, as you're clearly seeing, you know, we've got a lot more. You know, we started off with just the apple. Now we've got apple and strawberry and rye. And our corn will be ready to harvest this month. That'll go over there. It'll be producing all of those simultaneously because they're all different types of product. Now, if I were to put wheat in there, it wouldn't speed up the production any because wheat and rye are both under this particular production. They're both filed under, you know, moonshine from grain, so they'd be the same. But corn is a different heading, a different subheading in the still, if you follow what I'm saying. And so is bread, moonshine from bread. And that is something I told you all last episode that I want to get that going. Of course, we need the means to bake bread, yeah, but we've got our own grain, we've got our own egg production. We'll just need to buy some milk, and of course, we need to get our hands on access to a bakery. And then, of course, all of this will be coming up in future episodes here at Shady Country Distillery. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in next episode when we continue on with what we're doing here as I continue to make a mess out of this field. I'm just kind of trying to follow the best contour lines that I can with this. But anyway, I'll see you all next episode, guys. Thanks so much for following along, for your views, your comments, and of course, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Almost at 1,000 subscriptions. It's really important. I've really been trying to get to 1,000 subs for a while. It'll be easier from there, I know. Thanks a lot, guys, and I will catch you all next time.